Hi, it's Chris Watkin and I'm with Paul Long and he's going to tell us the 3 biggest mistakes estate agents make on Facebook advertising. Paul, talk to me. In 1.
The boost button.
Boost button. What's all that about that? Let's keep it short and sharp.
Yeah, it's the way that most agents probably boost their posts,
Okay.
which is fine. It does do its job, but you'll never get the results that you really want using the boost button.
Why?
The targeting options, when you go into Ads Manager, which is the back part of Facebook, it gives you loads more targeting options with regards to who sees your advert and the platforms that your ad will appear on. So really, you're going to be able to laser target down your targeting. The other thing is,
What kind of like boost is carpet bombing, whilst Ad Manager is a lot more surgical SAS style.
It has improved the boost button, but the other thing I should say is that the Facebook advertising platform has run out of space. Okay, this is not many people are aware of this. It is struggling to fit everyone in. You've got about 1,500 posts competing for 300 spaces in your newsfeed every day, and Facebook is now looking for any excuse not to show posts. And there's loads of things that they look at. So they look at the content, the relevance, how people are responding to your advert, but also they will look at how the ad is now set up. And if they see you've taken time and used the back part, the Ads Manager, and you've gone down and you've looked at all the targeting,
Really granular and
you'll get bonus points. And they will.
What do points mean?
Prizes, and in this case that will be better reach, but better relevancy, and your cost to be cheaper.
So put the time and effort in, and you'll get the
you will see better results.
Okay,
yeah,
good stuff.
definitely.
Right, in a bullseye style. In 2, what's number 2 mistake?
Number 2 is people fiddling around with their adverts in the first 3 days.
Okay.
So
why is that an issue?
Well, a lot of people will they create their advert, they put it on, and they're probably used to seeing results straight away with other advertising. So, for example, when you put an advert in the newspaper or did a leaflet drop, you expect to get calls the next day. Well, with Facebook, it takes 3 days for that advert to optimise. And in the first 3 days, what Facebook will do is it will put your advert in front of who it sees the best people. And the reason it does that is to see what reaction it gets. So it will look at to see if they're engaging with that advert. It'll look to see if they're sort of responding to that advert. If they're not, then it will then give you a low relevance score. And
we talked about that in a previous video.
Yeah.
That costs you money and less eyeballs.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if you start going fiddling around with your advert in the first 3 days, it messes up the Facebook algorithm, which is where it's trying to work out how good your advert is. And then you pretty much are starting again every time. It's resetting it. So every time you mess around with it, you're resetting it.
What's the 3rd mistake?
Content. You've got to get.
This is the big one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And being in the estate industry myself, I understand that for years and years and years, it has been the case of putting content out which literally just tells someone what we do.
Well, it's brand awareness marketing. Hi,
Yeah.
we're an estate agent, come and use us. And if we tell enough people about us, they'll come and use us, won't they?
Well, Facebook is different. Facebook, you're interrupting their pattern to start with. It's a social platform. It's where people go to.
Of course not. They're scrolling through. There's a picture of their kids.
Yeah.
There's a picture of their aunt, and there's you.
Yeah.
An advert, will it?
Yeah. So you've got to have content which adds value. They see a reason to look at it and read it. It's going to teach them something. They're going to get to know, like, and trust you. So it's really got to be valuable content.
What content are you chucking out there at the moment?
So obviously, once we've looked at the
Because remember, Paul's valuations have doubled in 18 months.
Yeah. So
because of this.
Yeah. So the content. First of all, the first step is obviously the targeting. Because obviously we want to make sure the content we're putting in front is in front of the right people.
Right, yes.
So that is a huge part of the
and we've talked about that in previous videos, which we've given away loads of stuff away for free, which is good. Thank you.
Yeah. And then with regards to the content, you can look at, for example, if it's sellers, you can look at e-guides, free download, load content, checklists. You can look at property previews, especially if you're targeting people who are looking on Rightmove and Zoopla. They might not be ready to move, but they're looking on those websites.
What about landlords?
Landlords, it is really about useful content. Landlords are definitely a long-term journey. You're not going to put content out and get them straight away. You've got to prove that you're the expert, and to do that, you're retargeting on a weekly or every few weeks a useful bit of content about the local market or
what house prices, rents, yields, that sort of thing.
Yeah, if it's got to be very local directed, so
Hyper local,
yeah, hyper local. It's got to educate them, things perhaps that they're not aware of, or useful content which are matters which are currently important.
Good stuff.
And then you will get rewards.
Good stuff. Well, you heard it here first. Paul, thank you very much, and I'm sure the estate agency world of the UK thank you for your tips and guidance. And if you've got any questions, Paul does actually offer one-to-one help with estate agents, don't you, Paul? As long as they're not in Sidcup.
Yeah, if they're not in Sidcup, I'll be happy to speak to anyone.
And just pick the phone up to him, and as I said, he does offer training and advice, and not online stuff, but stuff where he actually holds your hand, which I think is really good. So thank you, Paul. You've been amazing. Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
Cheers. Thanks.